I want to introduce to you a very fascinating bird and the practice of that bird, how we mimic that bird, how we see the very fascinating aspects of that bird. It's the tiniest bird in the bird kingdom, 3 to 5 inches, about that much. And it weighs about like a quarter. If you take a quarter, it weighs almost quarter, 2 quarters maybe. That's the weight. And yet, it's one of the very active, one of the most active birds that you can think about. And the bird is hummingbird. Very interesting bird. And it's long beak. And it's also a pretty bird. A lot of descriptions are given to it. It's a very pretty color and everything. There are 350 varieties of it in the world. And mostly North America. Believe it or not, it's mostly North. And then these birds have some very interesting angles. Need to know some of them so that we can, how we mimic and how we practice. First of all, it's an extremely agile bird. Very, very powerful in terms of flying. It continuously can fly. In fact, they are migratory birds. And they go from north to south, just on the migratory. And they can travel, in a day, they can travel 500 miles. You imagine the tiny person driving 500 miles. Thousands of miles they migrate. And they fly very fast. And the fast speed can go up to 60 miles an hour, 50, 60 miles an hour. This is how much fast they can fly. And they have a wings that the joint, the wings are located in a situation that it can move in multiple directions. The only bird that can fly forward, backwards, sideways, and upside down. The reason is that because this is the very, very powerful pectoral. Pectoral means this part, the wing area. And the wing weighs about 30-40% of the weight is in this area. 30-40% of the bird's weight is in the pectoral because it has to be very strong. Why it has to be strong? Because it does not hum ever. Hummingbird does not ever hum. It creates the vibrations of the wings, and the wings create the noise of the tremendous amount of humming type of noise. And so it doesn't even speak. It speaks, but it's very uncommon. And the other thing that happens to this is also when it approaches a flower, they have a lot of good memory. They can exactly locate a flower that they have taken the nectar from. So supposing a flower has been there and the nectar, this flower has been struck upon. They remember that this flower I have visited or somebody has visited. It's just not there. They go to the flower. They remember all that. They remember also people who feed them. For example, you have a hummingbird, like a feeder, for example. They would visit you during summer, wherever. Their memory is, when they travel all along, their memory is very sharp. And they can actually locate where they have to go. They have a long beak, like that. And the beak opens up and the tongue has like a W on it. It's like furrow tongue. And they put that beak into the flower area where they have to get the nectar. Open their beak up a little bit, and the tongue protrudes out and laps, quickly licks. That's in about 10-15 per second. The wings, they go almost at a rate of about 300, 400, 500 times a second. That's how fast the wings go. Extremely fast. You don't even see the wings. Their heart rate is in 1,000 per minute, almost 500 to 1,000 per minute. That's how the heart rate is. And the breath rate is like 150 per minute. Why? How is all that possible? one of the most active birds that you can ever think about. So, we'll do the practice of the hummingbird, and we'll see how many aspects we can mimic. This is a very fascinating bird, and how many advantages we get from that bird.